And now, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and give a reaction to the action of the World Wrestling Empire. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Ledge, and somewhere around here is my co-host, Devlin Blanchard, late for his first real show. I don't know what's going on. Devlin's always seemed to be kind of lost since he hooked up with that guy, Silverado. I think the money's starting to go to his head somewhere. Anyway, if we get Devlin out here, maybe we can get this show on the road. We got some great I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's unreal. Unbelievable. Devlin Blanchard looks like he just got back from Burger King. It's the Burger King Devlin. I knew this deal with Silverado was going to go to his head at some point. He's kind of a lost soul now. Feel a little sorry for the guy. Yeah, Halloween is over. Chris of professional wrestling, give me a break. Now here we are trying to get some athletics going here, and the Burger King shows up. Anyway, enough of this silliness. We got some great matches coming at you tonight. We're going to kick it off with a match between Annihilator and the Wild Child. Also tonight, the high-flying Shane Cortez is going to take on Eric Awesome. And then later on in the evening, we'll see Leopard Man taking on Lightning Lenny. Now we're going to take a short commercial break. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsors with some action for this evening. Well, this is the World Wrestling Empire.
Tune in next week to the World Wrestling Empire when you can see newcomer Mississippi Rebel taking on former heavyweight champion Scott Summers. Also watch as the Texas Outlaws defend their tag team belts against the Kansas heavyweight champion Panther and his partner Lightning Lenny. And in the main event, Michael the Rock Johnson takes on four-time former heavyweight champion Annihilator. That's the World Wrestling Empire. Be there.
Standing here at ringside with Flamin' Raymond, was wanting to ask about the not mysterious disappearance, but the lack of the presence of Renegade at ringside.
Hey, I want to tell all you stupid idiots out there in TV land, my man Renegade has been jumped by that Shane Cortez and a couple of his comrades. He's not here. He's in the hospital laid up right now because of you, Cortez. Well, I want to tell all you stupid idiots out there that Renegade will be back, and he will be back at 100% to defend that title against you, Cortez. So if you want to take it out in the street, we can do the same. You just watch out.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Renegade is apparently laid up in the hospital. According to accusations by Flamin' Raymond, it's at the hands of Shane Cortez. We'll have to explore a little bit more into this later on.
Oh, Flamin' Raymond's always got a little bit too much to say about everything going on in the Empire. I can't believe this guy. I never know what to think about the Joker.
Flamin' Raymond is one of the wisest, smartest, and greatest men in the World Wrestling Empire today. And you don't insult the man.
You've been listening to Silverado way too much here lately. I'm a little worried about you, Devlin. Why don't you tell them about this first match here? Let me get to the ring to introduce these guys.
I will do it. Of course, involved in this first match is the man who pays me my check and his steed, the biggest man in the World Wrestling Empire and a former World Wrestling Empire heavyweight champion. And he is seconded by a man who was formerly known as the Eliminator. Ledge, try to get it right. The man's name is now Viper. So for our first match, let's take it up to the ring and the Ledge.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, introducing our referee for this evening, Mr. Doug McCoy. Coming in first, a former World Wrestling Empire heavyweight champion, standing 6 foot 7 inches tall, weighing in at 322 pounds, from Los Angeles, California, Annihilator.
And of course he is led by the most generous man in the World Wrestling Empire, Silverado. All you people, stand up and give a standing ovation to the Annihilator, possibly the greatest wrestler in professional wrestling today. You people, stand up and show this man some respect. Annihilator is telling people the way it's going to be. If you won't show him respect, he's going to teach you respect. We'll go right back up to the list.
His opponent this evening, standing 2 inches tall, weighing in at 220 pounds, from Beaver, Kansas, Wild Child.
Wild Child is a newcomer to the rings of the World Wrestling Empire. Don't know a whole lot about him from Beaver, Kansas. 6'2", 220 pounds of obvious excitement. We'll see how he fares against the biggest and the baddest in the Empire, the Annihilator. Les, what do you know about the Wild Child?
Well, I know he's in the Empire, so obviously he must be a pretty good wrestler. I'm looking forward to some good action between these two guys this evening. Hails from Beaver, Kansas.
I've
Quite
got
an outstanding wrestler with some other wrestling groups, has decided to take on the competition in the Empire.
I've got a complaint to file right here. This man needs to go back in the back and change his tights because he's blinded me. I can't see.
And there they go, circling the ring. Collar and elbow tie up.
Shut up.
Both wrestlers testing each other at this point. Oh, good move by Wild Child. Got that wrist lock going on the Annihilator. Torques it down.
Of course, with it being early in the match, the tide could change. Wild Child is a good-sized man and obviously very athletically inclined, but he's facing the mean freight train from down under, the Annihilator.
Well, right now, Annihilator's having trouble getting to the ropes, able to get in there. Referee Doug McCoy orders the hold broken. Wild Child showing a good ring strategy right there, going to work on that arm early of Annihilator, attempting to disable one of the extremities of his opponent.
Those are some big guns to be working on, too. Big guns.
Wild Child obviously having done his homework. Oh, Annihilator backs him into the ropes. And a big chop before he breaks the hold. Follows it up with another one. Referee Doug McCoy attempting to back Annihilator off. There's a whip off the ropes. Oh, and a big lariat sends the Wild Child to the mat.
What a, there's a big leg drop. That is 322 pounds of pressure, pulverizing, pounding pain.
Oh, and there he picks him up, sets him up for the big smash, and throws Wild Child down.
Big body slam by Annihilator.
Annihilator going in. Oh, looks like a chokehold. Referee Doug McCoy attempting to get that hold broken.
What are you watching? That's not a chokehold. He had him by the chin. That's a martial arts nerve hold.
Devlin, I don't know. You must be watching the same matches that Silverado watches, because that sure looked like a chokehold from
Well,
here.
if this Wild Child would try to wear some tights that don't blind me, maybe I could see a little better.
Right now, Wild Child in a great deal of trouble. He needs to get on his feet so he can stay away from the big man. Lazy cover by Annihilator. Wild Child able to get that shoulder up. Annihilator's got a few complaints about how that was handled. Not real happy. Brings the Wild Child to his feet. Big chop to the side of the Wild Child's face. I'm surprised we didn't get a warning about a closed fist at that point. Brings him back to his feet. Sets him up. Oh! Oh, and did you see the height on that suplex? Annihilator doing a good job bringing the man over the top. Now he goes in once again for the lazy cover. Oh, and Annihilator's not ready to let it in yet.
Annihilator's out to have a good time. He's not paid by the hour, he's paid by the match, and he might as well have fun while he's in there.
Annihilator torquing it down with the reverse chin lock. Exerting pressure on the neck and upper back area of Wild Child. This is an excruciatingly painful move. As you can see that on the face of the Wild Child. Annihilator breaks the hold after a quick chop from behind.
concept behind that is if you injure a man's neck or he can't turn his head, he can't see what's coming.
That is correct. Annihilator back in on Wild Child now. Sets him up into the ropes. There's the whip. Oh, and another big lariat. Annihilator getting him across the top of that. Hits his head right there. Caused the case of whiplash almost.
Back to the neck. Same concept. Annihilator's found his spot.
Wild Child fights back with the elbow into the stomach. Backs Annihilator into the turnbuckles. A whip into the turnbuckles. Follows it up with a drop kick, and Annihilator's in trouble. He's trying to take the wind out of Annihilator right now. Grabs him by the feet, pulls him back.
Man obviously doesn't know how to give a clean break. Referee Doug McCoy was calling for a break. Annihilator was on the ropes, and this cheating little punk wouldn't give him a clean break.
Well, I think Wild Child's just retaliating for the lack of a clean break while ago on the part of Annihilator. And here we go again with this timeout business out of Annihilator. You know, it looks to me like Annihilator's still on that beer and peanut butter diet that Raymond originally had him on. I guess Silverado has continued that training regimen.
Are you being insulting? Are you saying
just
something?
Pointing out that Annihilator is probably still on a beer and peanut butter diet. Look at the guy.
No. This man is in perfect physical condition. He is in excellent health, and he's as solid as a rock. Look at the size of those big guns. Look at the pectoralis major muscles across this man.
Look at that inner tube around his waist.
This man is solid as a rock. Look at that big elbow.
Oh, Wild Child in trouble now in the middle of the ring. Annihilator taking his time about stalking into the Wild Child. Brings him to his feet now. Sets him up against the ropes. There's a whip. Oh, picks him up with and follows up with a huge body slam. Annihilator using all that 322 pounds to drive Wild Child into the mat.
Count of two by referee Doug McCoy.
Wild Child's barely able to get any movement out of that one. Annihilator looks a little bit exhausted at this point.
Well, the man was in the ropes, and the guy wouldn't give him a break. Wouldn't you be exhausted too?
I think Wild Child did a good job of trying to take some of the wind out of Annihilator. Once again, going to work on the arm of Annihilator. I think ultimately this may end up being a mistake by the Wild Child. He should be working on those legs. I know that in the past, nice leg drop. Anyway, I know that in the past, the ones that have had the most success with defeating Annihilator have gone to work on his legs, taking the legs out from underneath the big man. Wild Child, though, has decided to go with a little bit different strategy at this point.
That shows you that he is a newcomer to the Empire, because most people that have watched the show and most of the wrestlers that go in the ring against the Annihilator tend to go to the lower extremities. So that shows this gentleman's inexperience with Annihilator here in the Empire.
Well, we'll see about that.
That inexperience may cost him.
It could. And Annihilator whips Wild Child through the ropes. Silverado and company are over there in the no good now.
They're trying to help the man up. Silverado is a gentleman. Viper is a gentleman. They're just trying to help the man back up into the ring.
Well, excuse me for disagreeing with you, Devlin, but I don't think they were trying to help him up, and I'm sure Annihilator's not outside the ring trying to help him out right now.
That's what he's doing. See, look. Trying to help him back in the ring.
Slams that forehead into the corner of the ring, and Wild Child is down.
No. Annihilator was trying to help him back in the ring, and the clutch tripped and slammed his own head into the canvas. What are you watching?
Yeah, I'm watching this match here. You must be watching the match that Silverado watching. This must be a taped match you guys play all the time or something. I haven't quite figured out where some of this stuff comes from. Referee Doug McCoy now administering the 10 count to Wild Child to get him back into the ring.
Moments ago, you were making accusations toward my man Silverado and Viper, and nothing happened.
No accusations. I'm just reporting the facts as I see them. You know, I strive to be a fair and impartial reporter in these proceedings. And then I have to listen to people like you and Silverado get involved watching I don't know what match.
Annihilator's got the Wild Child back in the corner, a big forearm across the chest. That'll take the wind out of you most definitely.
Referee Doug McCoy orders Annihilator back. Wild Child stands up, and Annihilator's right back on him. Whip into the ropes, follows it up with another big clothesline. Wild Child taking a beating at this point at the hands of the big man. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Annihilator has defeated Wild Child.
That's the man. Now see, the boy right there is paying for his mistake. Annihilator, your winner.
There, referee Doug McCoy declares Annihilator the winner of the match. Well, that was quite a bit of a beating as an introduction for the Wild Child to the World Wrestling Empire. We wish him many happy returns, and hopefully he'll have a lot better luck as his time in the Empire progresses.
I think he just needs to make his way back to Beaver, Kansas and stay there.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a short break right here, run a few commercials, and we're going to be right back here in a minute. This is the World Wrestling Empire. I'm the Ledge with Devlin Blanchard. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the World Wrestling Empire. We just had a good match between the Wild Child and Annihilator.
And also we heard comments from a gentleman named Eric Awesome. Eric Awesome, quite the wrestler. He's very vocal about what he's going to do to build his reputation here in the World Wrestling Empire. He will do it by any means necessary, and I have a lot of respect for a man like that. A lot of respect. Coming up now, we've got a feature match here. One of your people's favorite wrestlers. I personally think he's a geek. He looks like he's about 12 years old. And you are going to formally meet Eric Awesome, and I want you people to show this man respect. Let's take it up to the ring and ledge the sledge.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our referee for this match, once again, Mr. Doug McCoy. Okay, coming in first, standing 6 foot tall, weighing in at 220 pounds, from Flagstaff, Arizona, Eric Awesome!
You people stand up and show this man the respect he deserves. Eric Awesome is here to make a reputation for himself in the World Wrestling Empire. And you better believe he'll do it at any cost and by any means necessary. Eric, I want to be the first to welcome you to the World Wrestling Empire, my man. It's good to see you. Exactly. This man is going to bring some more class to the World Wrestling Empire. He is accompanied by another man of class, the gentleman, the Predator. Back up to the ledge.
His opponent this evening, standing 6 foot 1 inch tall, weighing in at 215 pounds, a former Oklahoma high school champion wrestler from Henrietta, Oklahoma, the high-flying Shane Cortez.
I believe the ledge said he was 6'1", 215 pounds. However, to me, he looks like he's about 4'8" and about 98 pounds. This guy can't be any older than 14. This is, of course, the Beaver Cleaver of professional wrestling. And obviously, you people show your intelligence by cheering for the Beavs.
Come on now, I'm not going to stand for the insults that I'm hearing out of here, Devlin. This is crazy.
No, from here on out.
It's supposed to be fair and impartial commentary here. And all I hear is insults out of you. I'm a little worried about it.
I am fair and impartial. I'm going to tell you, I am completely fair and completely impartial to Mr. Eric Awesome. Look at it. Man is a perfect specimen of professional wrestling brutality. I am completely fair and unbiased.
And there's the bell.
What's a shame is that he's got to come to the Empire and make his debut by facing Beaver Cleaver.
Both wrestlers circling the ring now. Collar and elbow tie-up. Eric Awesome able to push Shane Cortez into the ropes, and referee Doug McCoy orders the hold broken. Clean break by Eric Awesome and Shane Cortez.
Make sure you point out, Eric Awesome is another example of a gentleman. He is a fair, clean, scientific wrestler, and he needs to be given the respect he deserves.
Well, also, I'd just like to point out that Shane Cortez is probably one of the crowd favorites in the World Wrestling Empire. Does quite a fine job himself.
That just shows you the ignorance of these people.
And Shane Cortez is himself a very fine gentleman and a great competitor.
You notice Mr. Awesome pointed over and said, Devlin, this is dedicated to you, and then he proceeded to slap the taste out of Beaver's mouth. Thank you, Mr. Awesome. I appreciate your talent, sir.
Beaver, huh?
Beaver Cortez.
Okay, Eric Awesome in control right now. Once again reaches around to add a little insult to injury. Shane Cortez working to find a way to break that hold. Oh, and able to reverse it. Now got that hammerlock going on Eric Awesome. Gonna work now. Turns him around. Sets him up. Oh, and Eric Awesome able to reverse it.
Brilliant move by Eric Awesome. And of course, he's inviting Cortez to come back in, and Cortez trips and falls all over himself.
Got a little problem with Predator ringside. Referee Doug McCoy's out of place. Eric Awesome goes to work on Shane Cortez. Bulldogs him into the rope. Oh, and that's got to take some of the wind out of Shane Cortez.
I told you that Eric Awesome is here to make a name for himself in the Empire. His reputation precedes him, and he's living up to it.
Big elbow by Eric Awesome, and Shane Cortez is in trouble right now. Forearm to the chest to Shane Cortez. Looks like he's holding on to the chokehold, then drives his head into the turnbuckles. Shane Cortez in trouble at this point. Referee Doug McCoy having a hard time keeping control of Eric Awesome.
I want to point out that thus far in the history of the Empire, we haven't seen anybody put it to Cortez like Eric Awesome's putting it to him.
Well, I think Shane Cortez has a few little tricks of his own, and I'm sure we'll see this match turn around just about like it did right there. Oh, Shane reaches in for the roll-up. Puts Eric Awesome on his back, kick out on two, and Eric Awesome follows it up with a big clothesline. This lands on top of Shane Cortez, and Shane is able to get that arm up on the 2 count.
This man, Eric Awesome, is always thinking, always moving.
Oh, and now we got Flamin' Raymond at ringside going on, yelling something about wanting Eric Awesome. I don't know.
And you know, and I'm a perfect living example of it, what Flamin' Raymond wants, Flamin' Raymond gets. Money talks and JT walks. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I get the feeling I am the only person in the building that cares about honesty. You know, I'm a little worried about that.
Honesty.
But I will, no matter what, endeavor to maintain my integrity with this bunch of you guys running around flashing all this money.
You want an example of honesty? How about Cortez using the ropes illegally? That's honesty. That's your hero, Ledge.
You know, there's a little bit of retaliation for some of that fancy footwork Eric Awesome had going on a little while ago.
Eric Awesome showing his ring savvy and his smarts, taking a little breather. Cortez caught his second win. Eric's taking a breather, rethinking his game plan. He will go back in, and he will dish out utter and mass destruction.
Eric Awesome in and out of the ring. Forces referee Doug McCoy to start the 10 count over again.
Eric Awesome having a few words with somebody at ringside. Eric, obviously somebody who is too ignorant to give respect to this man.
I think Eric Awesome would do well to worry about Shane Cortez and not be concerned with what's going on with the crowd.
Well, how can the man work efficiently when these people are trying to distract him? Let me tell you something real quick about Eric Awesome. Take a breath, take a breather. I'm going to tell you about Eric Awesome. This man is a full total package of double clutch, you don't find double time, a little over here, a little over there, a little rock and roll everywhere. Got to have it, every night, got to do it to you, baby. You know what I'm saying to your legs. That's Eric Awesome, baby.
Oh, boy. I don't know about anybody else, but you just lost me some back there with all that mumbo-jumbo.
I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Back to the action in the ring. Oh, and Shane Cortez pulling a little reverse of his own right there. Now he moves in with the boot to the back. Eric Awesome rolls him over and goes to work on that arm.
You know, I will give Cortez one thing. He is an excellent scientific wrestler.
Very scientific. Showed some fine wrestling skills is more of a technician than a brawler, really. Does a good job of controlling himself inside and outside the ring.
Well, his experience with high school and collegiate-style wrestling is very well demonstrated. Doug McCoy down with a 2 count, Eric Awesome in the ropes.
Nice roll-up, and Eric Awesome heads outside the ring once again to take his time and get his thoughts together as to how to deal with Shane Cortez.
Eric Awesome always knows where he is in that ring. Always knows where the ropes are, where the corners are, and where his opponent is.
That's correct. Eric Awesome rolls in and outside the ring. I gotta hand it to Eric Awesome. That's a good savvy move to get a little rest from the onslaught of the high-flying Shane Cortez.
That's another thing I will give Cortez. He is an aerialist. He's an acrobatic. Maybe he was like a, what is it, a gymnast or a ballerina or something when he was younger?
Gymnast, maybe ballerina. I don't think so. Oh, and a little bit of a slapping contest going on now.
Awesome offers a handshake to the man. He turns it down, so what does he get? That's exactly what he deserves.
Shane Cortez showing he's willing to tie it up any way that Eric Awesome wants to. Oh, and a big shove by Shane Cortez knocks Eric Awesome off his feet. Boy, the crowd's really getting fired up for Shane Cortez tonight.
Obviously, Cortez has a lack of respect for Eric Awesome as well. Would you agree with me on that part of it?
I would agree with you there. I think Shane Cortez has a lot of respect for anybody that he would get into the ring with.
No. I said a lack of respect.
Nothing lacking about it. Nothing lacking at all. Oh, good move by Shane Cortez into that wrist lock. Goes to work on that wrist, that arm area. This is a lot of pressure on the show, and Eric Awesome able to reverse it. Shane Cortez flips over and able to kick Eric Awesome off of him. Goes in on him. You know, this is the most brawling out of Shane Cortez I think I've seen in a long, long time.
You know, there is one thing I want to point out about Cortez. He has outstanding resiliency. He gets a second wind that I think, in all honesty, is sometimes more powerful than when he originally comes into the ring. The man has excellent comeback calls.
He does. Of course, this is one of the trademarks of a good professional wrestler, is that rapid recovery time after injuries. Oh, and a nice clothesline by Eric Awesome. Puts Shane Cortez onto the mat. Reaches in now with that reverse chin lock and goes to applying the pressure. Referee Doug McCoy right there on top of the action. Oh, and an elbow to the forehead of Shane Cortez.
Eric Awesome is working hard on the neck. Another slap there. See, Cortez has a lack of respect for Eric Awesome, and Eric is going to teach him respect. And that's exactly what that's all about. When the boy don't show you respect, you slap it into him, and that's what Awesome is doing right now.
Pretty obvious that Eric Awesome has a few dirty tricks of his own to pull out. I don't think he needs Flamin' Raymond and Predator ringside to help with that part of it.
I'm going to make a comparison here, if I may be so bold, but when a dog does not respect you, you kick that dog in the head. An analogy to what we're seeing in the ring.
Yeah, I don't see any dogs in the ring. I see two very qualified wrestlers. Eric Awesome once again moving in on Shane Cortez. Shane seems unusually injured from that last move.
What do you think
Eric's calling for the suplex. He's got Cortez hooked. He's prepared.
Oh, nice move by Cortez. Reverses it. Eric Awesome was going to go for the suplex. Shane Cortez reaches around with that leg, able to roll Eric Awesome up. Unfortunately, Eric Awesome able to get that leg into the ropes, and referee Doug McCoy orders the hold broken.
Once again, a perfect example of Eric Awesome knows where he is in the ring at every moment he's there. And of course, with now Flamin' Raymond outside the ring, there's a second set of eyes.
Eric Awesome shoves referee Doug McCoy out of the way and goes to work on Shane Cortez. Predator's in. There he's got that cane. Eric Awesome goes to...
Why is Doug McCoy calling for the bell?
I think it's got something to do with that rattan cane being in the ring. Predator and Eric Awesome are in there now going to work on Shane Cortez.
Now we're seeing the revival of the bad blood between Predator and Cortez. Cortez has been a thorn in Predator's side all this time, and the Predator along with Eric Awesome and reviving the bad blood, my man.
Yeah, we're going to have to get security in here to help out just a little bit. This is what I'm talking about. Flamin' Raymond and Predator and some of their dirty tricks. These kinds of things are totally unnecessary in the World Wrestling Empire. Totally unnecessary.
Listen to these people. You people stand up and show respect for the winner of the match, Eric Awesome.
Referee Doug McCoy has disqualified Eric Awesome. That means Shane Cortez will be the winner of the match. Eric Awesome has been disqualified. Shane Cortez wins by DQ.
Now, I want to tell you something. Look in the center of the ring. Does that look like the picture of a winner to you? And Eric Awesome is standing. Cortez is laying. I call that a winner. Eric Awesome, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, we'll get the referee to discuss that with you a little bit later on. But right now, we're going to take a short commercial break for a few words from our sponsors. We're going to be back with the main event coming right up. This is Devlin Blanchard, and I'm the Ledge, and you're watching the World Wrestling Empire.
Tune in next week to the World Wrestling Empire when you can see newcomer Mississippi Rebel taking on former heavyweight champion Scott Summers. Also watch as the Texas Outlaws defend their tag team belts against the Kansas heavyweight champion Panther and his partner Lightning Lenny. And in the main event, Michael the Rock Johnson takes on four-time former heavyweight champion Annihilator. That's the World Wrestling Empire. Be there.
The Prince of Professional Wrestling, Devlin Blanchard here. And sir, Eric Awesome, I want to be the first to welcome you to the World Wrestling Empire. I've been a fan, and you are here, I know, to add some class to this ring and to take care of some business. What do you got in mind, my friend?
Well, it's good to see somebody with some class. Come down here, the WWE. Flamin' Raymond is my manager. We got some unsettled business here. Cortez got a taste of what I'm about tonight. Anybody want some of me? I'm an easy man to find. Come on up here in the ring. Now I got some business tonight. Bunch of ladies in the ring.
Eric Awesome, whether you like him or not, get used to him because he's here and he's here to stay and to take care of some business. This is your prince, Devlin Blanchard. Too sexy.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the World Wrestling Empire. I'm the Ledge, and joining me now is Silverado. He's been hiding out somewhere with that Annihilator guy.
You lucky devil.
You know, it looks to me like whoever ends up facing TJ Steele in the next match is going to have their hands full next time he makes an appearance here in the Empire. But right now, we got another good match coming at you.
We've got one newcomer to the Empire going up against a very formidable foe. And we'll take it to ringside and to Ledge. Let's go to ringside.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next match for the evening is refereed by Mr. Doug McCoy. Our first competitor, standing 6 foot 2 inches tall, weighing in at 230 pounds, from parts unknown, Leopard Man.
This guy is great. Leopard Man is one incredible wrestling phenomenon here in the Empire today. Leopard Man takes on all comers and walks away victorious the majority of the time. Obviously instilling his power to the crowd here tonight.
His opponent this evening, standing 6 foot tall, weighing in at 215 pounds, from Hoisington, Kansas, Lightning Lenny!
Oh no. Who is this clown? Looks like a J.T. Rocker wannabe.
Never ever know. The wound of the past and the memory.
Oh well, there's no accounting for taste. We'll just have to see how he wrestles.
Lightning Lenny is the World Junior Heavyweight Champion. Hails from Hoisington, Kansas. A very renowned wrestler in his own right.
Looks like he got that belt out of a box of Cracker Jacks.
We've got the audience giving it to Silverado tonight. Not too popular this evening, Silverado.
I'm not even going to honor that with the
There's the bell. Lightning Lenny and Leopard Man circle the ring, collar and elbow tie up. Lightning Lenny able to push Leopard Man into the turnbuckles. Referee Doug McCoy orders the hold broken. It's clean break as both wrestlers back off. Leopard Man already into the complaining mode of his strategy.
See, look at McCoy. He's saying that he doesn't have his glasses on. He can't really see what's going on.
Both wrestlers back into each other, calling elbow tie-up, and now Leopard Man able to put Lightning Lenny into the real... Oh, and a low blow by Leopard Man. Oh, nice drop kick.
Hey, come on, he's in the ropes. That McCoy did a good job.
Good move by Lightning Lenny. And he's ready to get this crowd fired up this evening.
Trying to get in on him while he's in the ropes.
Leopard Man has a few complaints to go with the referee. Lightning Lenny ready to tangle it up. Both men move in.
Yeah, there you go.
Good headlock by Leopard Man as he goes to twerking down on Lightning Lenny. Breaks the hold with a chop, looks like to the neck area. By the way, Lightning Lenny is holding his throat.
I think that was Lenny. I don't think it was Leopard Man.
Couple of shots to the ribs by Leopard Man. Oh, Lightning Lenny reverses the whip, sends Leopard Man into the turnbuckles, but Leopard Man's able to get that boot up into the face of Lightning Lenny before he can follow it up.
This guy's a moron. He doesn't even know what's going on. Leopard Man's going to take him apart piece by piece. Just like that.
Big elbow by Leopard Man, and Lightning Lenny's in trouble right now. Another elbow to the side of the face, and Lightning Lenny falls into the turnbuckle.
Lightning Lenny was in big trouble when he signed a contract to go up against Leopard Man. There you go.
Oh, and Leopard Man follows him into the corner with that elbow, and Lightning Lenny is out in the middle of the ring. Nice leg drop. Leopard Man going to work on Lightning Lenny now. 2 count. Lightning Lenny able to kick out.
Leopard Man's just toying with this guy, waiting for the opportune moment to show complete humiliation to this Lightning Lenny joker.
And there's no joker about the fact that Lightning Lenny is himself a World Junior Heavyweight Champion. Quite a good wrestler, comes to the Empire. Oh, an atomic drop. Sends Leopard Man to the mats with that elbow. Boot to the chest, comes off the ropes. Oh, and a knee to the head of Leopard Man. Follows him in and goes for the reverse chin lock.
He's got him around the throat, ref. Come on, do your job.
Oh.
This Doug McCoy, man, I just don't know what to say about him. And Leopard Man had the foresight to roll out of the way just in the nick of time. Lightning Lenny does have him in the ropes, though. A whip, and misses the clothesline, but Leopard Man doesn't, and Lightning Lenny is flat in the middle of the mat. Big fist to the forehead, and Leopard Man has the advantage. 1, 2, but a kick out on 2. Leopard Man in complete control and domination at this time. Big forearm smash, and Lenny's in the ropes.
Crowd trying to show some encouragement to Lightning Lenny. Leopard Man whips him off the ropes. Big chop to the chest, and Lightning Lenny goes down. Leopard Man spends his time showboating for the cameras now before he moves back in on Lightning Lenny. Goes in on a reverse chin lock, trying to apply some pressure and injury to the lower back area. Oh, also reaches in with those fingers and looks like he was trying to tear the nose off of Lightning Lenny right there. Referee Doug McCoy right in on top of the action.
And a form of the camel clutch there. Really putting the torque and pressure on the lower back and neck area of Lightning Lenny.
Leopard Man really applying the pressure on this submission move. Once again, reaches around, grabs that nose. Receives a warning from referee Doug McCoy.
Leopard Man showing his obvious superiority in the ring to Lightning Lenny right now, showing him what it takes. Pay the price and be in the Empire.
Oh, Lightning Lenny reverses the whip. Nice move by Leopard Man. Looks like Lightning Lenny kind of lost track of him there for a second. When he turned around, Leopard Man was there with the big drop kick.
And some big boots to the chest, and Lightning Lenny's on the floor.
Referee Doug McCoy orders Leopard Man back to the neutral corner and begins the 10 count. Oh, Leopard Man goes out of the ring after him, but gets a little bit of his own medicine as Lightning Lenny goes to work on him out there on the floor.
Come on, referee, get him back to the ring.
No!
Oh!
Body slams him down there on that concrete floor. That one had to hurt.
Disqualify him.
Referee Doug McCoy orders Lightning Lenny back to the neutral corner. The Leopard Man is injured over there on the side of the ring.
Leopard Man's not injured. He's just taking the right time and doing perfect time in planning his re-entrance into the ring. This guy is a phenomenon.
Both men circling the ring now, trying to size each other up at this point into the match. Oh, nice side leg takedown. Oh, Lightning Lenny able to go to work, really torquing down and put some injury into the shoulder of Leopard Man. Oh, stretch those ligaments in that elbow. Referee Doug McCoy orders the hold broke after Leopard Man's able to get to the ropes. Leopard Man's in trouble now. Over into the turnbuckle. The referee orders both wrestlers back to the center of the ring now. Sizing each other up. And a big elbow to the side of the face of Lightning Lenny. Leopard Man moves into the corner now and goes to work on him. Drives his head into that turnbuckle.
He's out. Give it up.
Lightning Lenny doing a good job of trying to keep his senses about him. Oh!
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
2 count by referee Doug McCoy. Lightning Lenny able to kick out.
Slow count.
Leg drop. And Lightning Lenny is in a lot of pain right now. He's really taking a beating in this match.
And a 1 count, but Leopard Man's not ready to stop the assault at this time. Here we go. Yeah, big vertical suplex.
Lightning Lenny in a lot of pain now. Leopard Man attempting to dish out some of the punishment that he received off of that body slam out there on the concrete a few minutes ago.
Leopard Man is just great. He's great. I can't say enough good about this guy. And a big knee to the midsection.
I think that knee was a little bit lower than the midsection there, Silverado.
Measured his opponent, didn't it?
You know, what is the deal going on with you and Devlin Blanchard? I noticed you guys seem to be trying to gang up on me or something here.
I don't think so. I think you're paranoid.
Not paranoid about anything.
And a big boot, and Lightning Lenny is out on the mat. Styling and profiling, Leopard Man shows his obvious ring superiority to the newcomer to the Empire.
Lightning Lenny trying to shake it off, in a lot of pain right now. There's the whip off the rope. There's the knee to the midsection. Sends Leopard Man into the mat.
Unbelievable. Caught him by surprise. I can't believe he caught Leopard Man by surprise. Two big chops. And a whip into the other turnbuckle and a big splash. Leopard Man is in trouble. And Lightning Lenny picks up the big man and a body slam. Up to the second rope. He's going to the top. Whoa! Flying leg drop and the cover. 1, 2, 3. The winner of the match, Lightning Lenny.
Oh, good move by the World Junior Heavyweight Champion, Lightning Lenny. Follows it up with a fine series of moves. We're going to take a short break right here. We're going to be right back after this word from our sponsors. This is the World Wrestling Empire.
I can't believe that.
For your copy of tonight's show, send $19.95 plus $3 shipping and handling to the World Wrestling Empire, P.O. Box 593, Owasso, Oklahoma 74055. Or if you'd like to be notified of upcoming events, just write the World Wrestling Empire, P.O. Box 593, Owasso, Oklahoma 74055.
All right, welcome back to the World Wrestling Empire. We've had a good series of matches here. Of course, Annihilator once again coming out on top. Did a fine job against the Wild Child.
And of course, I want to make it clear, my new favorite wrestler here in the Empire, Eric Awesome, defeated Shane Cortez. I don't care what the referee's decision was.
Well, I think Eric Awesome got disqualified is what happened.
But he was the winner because he was the man that walked away and Beaver Cleaver was left laying in the ring.
Yeah, well, no insults, but Shane Cortez is a fine champion. It's a shame it had to end like that. Of course, then the match you just saw, Lightning Lenny came out on top of the Leopard Man, doing a fine job, another newcomer to the Empire. We want to thank everybody for watching tonight. Remind you, we got a great show coming up next week, but we want to thank our sponsors, Davcom Productions,
Luigi's Pizza,
Bowen Discount Carpets,
Jernigan Graphics and Design,
Cintas, the uniform people,
Gabe's Office Supply,
Golden Reflections Rock and Roll,
Try Us for Insurance,
Still Fox Sound Company,
and the WWE Directory Staff Executive Officers are Michael Hunt and Richard Head.
Cindy Downey is the Administrative Director.
Marketing and Advertising Coordinator is S. David Jernigan.
And remember, you can write to the World Wrestling Empire. Just send your mail to the World Wrestling Empire, P.O. Box 593, Owasso, Oklahoma 74055. This is Devlin Blanchard, and I'm the Ledge for the World.
I want you to get this right.
Okay.
I want you to get this right. It is from this day forward, Prince Devlin Blanchard.
Oh, okay. Well, this is Prince Devlin Blanchard, and I'm the Ledge for the World Wrestling Empire. I want to say good night, Kayla. Tune in next week for some more of the best action in this part of anywhere. This is the World Wrestling Empire. Good night. This is the Ledge with Michael the Rock Johnson. He's got a few comments and surprises for his upcoming match with Annihilator. Michael, tell me about something. Moonsault?
Yeah, the moonsault. I got it for you, Annihilator. I'm going to come off that top rope and eliminate you from this business. You ain't going to be around to do anything. I'm finished with you, Raymond, and any of his little proteges he got. But I'm finished with it, and I'm sick of all this cheating and what's this cane? No, we can't have that. No, there ain't going to be no more of that here. No more. If you do it, you're going to get eliminated. That's the way it goes. That's the name of the game.
Well, there you have it, Annihilator. Michael the Rock Johnson's coming after you next week. This is The Ledge with Michael the Rock Johnson for the World Wrestling Empire.